annual celebration of Dia de los Muertos that we have been promoting since actually since 1976 when we first started the idea of actually we were going to LA to the Self-Help Graphics Center who initiated the Dia de los Muertos celebration in the LA area. They were the first ones along with some of the people in San Francisco who started it
Yeah.
to bring the celebration to
Yeah.
life,
Yeah.
and before it was unknown and in the 43 years, one of our goals of Teatro en la Quech, or the En la Quech Center,
Yes.
was to visit every community throughout Ventura County,
Mm-hmm.
bringing to them the celebration,
Cultura.
and bringing the cultura, yeah, and bringing workshops, and also engaging the families, the children, the leaders of the community,
Yes.
the
Yes.
politicians, the artists, and we brought all of these people together so that we can begin to start celebrating Dia de los Muertos by doing workshops on mask making. We used to do the actual faces. We spent 3 hours
Oh yeah, the
making
molds.
máscaras
Yeah, I
of
remember
people.
those.
Oh
Those
yeah,
those were pretty high tech. And like you said, you've been doing it a long time,
yeah.
bringing the cultura, because the cultura cura,
Mhm.
and the art brings the people together.
Oh yeah.
And the children, you have students, you have grown-ups that always with part of the team. How do you make it all happen? And they're basically the reason you do all this.
Well, yeah, exactly, exactly. I mean, my students at my center, they're engaged in a year-long cultural activities, in folklorico dancing and mariachi music, and so I've invited them to be part of cuadros, where instead of just playing our traditional mariachi songs or
Uh huh.
folklorico dances,
Yeah.
say why don't we put it together, mesh it together
Mesh
like a
it.
play, and
Yes.
and so the theatrical experience of producing that show, especially for Muertos, I
Right.
mean,
Right. Oh
all
yeah.
my kids got engaged into it, from my
Right.
beginners who got, they said, can I be in it? I want to
Right.
dress up, and everybody came and painted their skeleton outfits.
Right.
They
Right.
all got really engaged in it.
Yeah.
So it,
And so Dia de los Muertos is a very theatrical a part of Teatro en la Quech.
oh yeah, no, definitely.
And so just to acknowledge, I could hear them getting a little wiggly in the other room. Let us know some of the folks that came today,
Uh,
and let us know what skills they bring to En la Quech.
we have Bethany, who she started when she was maybe
Which one's Bethany over
Bethany.
there?
Where's Bethany?
Everybody.
She's one of my scholars, and an avid reader, and a very intelligent young lady, and very skillful. And
Yeah.
she started dancing, and then she started playing instruments, and she played the violin, the guitarrón, and aside from that, she's got a beautiful voice. But
Uh-huh.
that's Bethany. That's
Yeah.
one. But then we have little Kenji right there.
Little Kenji.
Kenji. And Kenji, he's one of our newest persons that is out there doing the steps. He mimics and copies the older kids, and to me that's the beauty of what our center is about. Is that we give the opportunity for the young kids who have no skills at all,
Oh no no
and
no.
they once they get on stage, man, they conquer their skills.
Hey man,
And
if it wasn't for you, I would have never jumped on stage. So thank you, everybody. Let's give an applause for Mr. Gomez. And who's next on that list, Mr. G?
Oh well, then we have Yaretsi, who this year
Yaretsi.
Yaretsi, where are you at, mija? Believe it or
Wave your
not,
hands. Wave your hands.
believe it or not, she said, Mr. Gomez, every year we celebrate Dia de los Muertos. You do it on my birthday.
Well,
So
hey,
no,
that's a double. That's a double party.
so this year she's having her quinceañera, and so I had to move our celebration from the November 2nd to do it October 26th,
Oh,
so that
that's
I
why.
could be at her party, and all my kids can go to her party to celebrate her Dia de los Muertos
Well,
quinceañera.
happy early birthday, everybody. Let's sing a quick happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy muerte to you. Happy muerte, dear Yaretsi. Happy muerte to you.
Bravo.
My kids
That's
haven't
awesome,
really
Mr.
learned
G.
the song of Happy Muerte to you.
So who's on that next list? Who's next on the list, or or do they want to point out as someone we should mention over there for next?
Who
Who do we
Who's
mention next? You
You guys.
you choose.
Who's that? Shakira?
All right,
Akira.
let's mention Shaki. All right,
It's,
give a good
Akira.
applause. Tell us
Akira.
about her.
Oh, Akira is our believe it or not, he's a valedictorian, scholar.
Whoa.
He graduated and he went to flight school. Decided
Wow.
he didn't want to do that. He went back. He's now at CI working at the University of Channel Islands.
Right
and
on.
Also, he's one of the production crew members of Mariachi Grill.
Mariachi Girls, shout outs for Mariachi Girls. I hear you all doing an amazing job.
Some of the people, some of the girls that are there, and also Jaden.
Jaden, what's up, Jaden?
He was dance. He's one of the dancers on the show, but Jaden was asked to step up and do one extra thing. And,
Oh, wow.
And Jaden got up there without no fear, and he
That's
said,
right.
"¿Qué es lo que necesitan?" And,
That's right.
And he started singing his song up on stage at first a cappella, and he had no fear. So I'm loving Jaden for just his fearlessness for trying.
Let's give him a woo, 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 woo.
Everybody.
Woo, 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 woo. Who else, Mr. G? Keep it going.
Man, we have Camila in the house over there.
Camila, what's up? Is Camila in the house?
Oh, she was one of the when she came for our event that we did this October 12th for Pipiripao in La Colonia.
Oh, yeah.
And at a fundraiser.
You all performed like 50 different places that day.
Oh yeah, Camila came really dressed beautifully as a skeleton. She had a beautiful design that her mother made.
Wow.
And so we're really happy. And
Well, shout outs to her. What's your mom's name?
But we have a lot of our parents right now that they're hard at work at our center,
Yes.
making the senpuashoshi patterns and things for. They're prepping all the materials that we're going to use for the workshops.
All the paper, the paper, and then to make the
Papel
flowers.
picado, the flowers.
The little parts to do the altares.
Yeah, exactly. And they're also preparing to make collares, necklaces and headbands with flowers. So we're preparing a lot of make and take, quick, easy, successful, beautiful art pieces that people that come to these celebration of Dia de los Muertos can take, make it, take it home, and be proud of what they made. So I thanks to my parents, they're out there.
Thank you. Gracias, muchas gracias por todo su ayuda.
Oh yeah, no, and like I said, they're doing. And then Mrs. G.
Mrs. G.
Oh my
Mrs.
goodness.
G, you guys.
Oh, my house right now is
Dia de los Muertos Central.
Exactly. She's preparing brooches for people to make, design, and they can make and wear right away. She's making máscaras so that people can just decorate the máscaras and take them.
Yeah.
She's making this year. She decided that she was going to make little vitrinas, little mini altars, and we went and bought I think we spent like $600 just on little trinkets. That could be used to create your own altares, which means like little vasitos de barro, little tamalitos, morcajetes, petates, zarapes, so people can decorate their little altars and take it home and be proud and say, wow, this is beautiful. So we were, Mrs. G got really creative this year, and
she's going all out.
She's been on all exactly. So we have a lot of fast, quick make and take events that we're doing for people, and thanks to the support of all my parents at the center who are doing all of this, And then,
is there any funding that you thank you to any funders?
I want to thank obviously the California Arts Council for the $2,000 grant that they gave me as an artist to do artwork.
Good,
Obviously, little to be said that all that money went to the materials that we
Oh, of
need.
course, of
So,
course.
but as
And then
I,
also, I mean, with that being said, we're always looking to
yeah,
see how the next year,
exactly.
please, people out there, support. But let's keep it going. Is there anybody else you want to mention, or should we start doing the little surprise workshop we wanted
Oh
to do
yeah,
with
let's
everybody?
do the little
Yeah,
surprise workshop.
yeah,
I'll just name the kids that we have.
yes.
We have April.
Woo!
She comes in the fall, so
Awesome, April.
April. We have Itzy,
Itzy.
Itzy, and then we have Isabela,
Woo!
Leilani,
Woo!
and what was my other comadre's name? My new comadre? Raylene, she's right there.
Raylene.
And then
And
we
and
have
the
a new boy. His
uh-huh.
name is Ethan. He's right there.
Hi,
And then we
Ethan.
have a mama that came.
Uh-huh.
Gracias, Perla, que está
Perla's in
allá.
the house. Gracias, Perla.
But I just want to say, that, I'm really proud that the kids who come,
Hmm.
are really fulfilling Cesar Chavez's dream.
Oh yeah.
Because when Cesar Chavez looked to us as college students and said, that the future of our community is how we inspire the
Yeah.
children,
Yeah.
and in particular, he says the sons and daughters of farm workers.
Hmm.
Perlas are one of our farm workers
Yeah.
who's out there
Respect.
working, and
Respect.
so I'm really that to me this year seeing so many of my kids whose
Hmm.
parents are hardworking parents
Hmm.
out there in the fields, and
Hmm.
and I take my hat off to them because they're
Yeah.
really working real hard.
Yeah.
But it's what we're doing in inspiring these young people is fulfilling Cesar Chavez's dream,
Yeah.
because he says when we give hope to these children, they're going
Uh-huh.
to become the next leaders of tomorrow.
You got it, sir. You got it, sir.
And
And
that's what we
thank you
want.
very much for to us. You're our Cesar Chavez here in Ventura
Wow.
County. So yes, I'm pretty sure a million people could support that message.
And
Um,
and we want to say also to all the other people who are out there who are our silent donors, man.
yes,
And
thank
that
you.
the $5 donors, the 25, the $2,000 donors. So we have people that give from their corazon.
Yeah.
So I just want to thank them and give a big shout out to
Yes.
our landlords who give me a free
Yes.
building for our
Yes.
community, and that's why we were able to continue doing what we do.
Mhm.
And we've been around now for 51 years
Yeah.
doing this.
Yes.
But again, every year new students come in with the same kind of hope as the children that have grown up and are 20 now or 30 or 40 years old that
Mhm.
went through our center. And
Oh
and
yeah.
and I've seen some of them say, "Hi, Mr. Gomez, I used to dance for you," and now they're like 50 years old, and then Dr. Barajas asked me, "Hey, Javier, can you do you ever are you in contact with Juan Virgen?"
Uh-huh.
Because Juan Virgen was a young boy that was going to be sent to satellite school,
Yeah.
alternative school,
Yeah.
because of the trouble he was getting
Uh-huh.
involved in school.
Mhm.
And so I wrote a play back in '79 called Trucha Raza La Revancha
Mhm.
about gang violence. Juan Virgen played the role of the lead character as a young boy.
Yeah.
And I mean, when we performed it for over 3,000 youth at the Ventura
Mhm.
County Fair.
Uh-huh.
And he, he from being this cholo vato loco in our community,
Yeah.
he turned around and became an artist, and he was
Wow.
loving it.
Yep.
And maybe about 20 years after the play,
Yes.
he came by one day and says, "Mr. Gomez, I miss those days. I wish we had those days back." And so I know that some of our kids who have gone through our program have felt something special. And
Oh
so
yeah. You planted the
I
seed.
see it. I see it in these kids.
Yes, definitely.
And and some of them are so bright, like Yaretsi.
Uh-huh.
Gracias, Yaretsi. I love you.
Aw.
You steal my heart all the time, because I see them become, a maestro is a maestro,
Oh
teaches the
yeah.
students, but sometimes the students become the teachers.
I know. Yeah.
And I sit back and I says, "Oh my goodness, yeah."
Mhm.
And I'm a strong believer. That's why, like
Yeah.
in the philosophy of Aztecas,
Yeah.
of being a Momostiani and a Tlamatini,
Mhm.
we're both.
Right.
We're the learner and we're the creator of ourselves, but
Mhm.
also we're the teacher of others.
Yes.
And so right now we want to get the kids to help our viewers to
Okay.
see
Yes.
something exciting.
No. So now we're gonna give them a little taste for Dia de los Muertos for the viewers. We're gonna give them a little lesson on how to move around like a muertito in a Chicano play, right?
Yes.
How's everybody want to try that? Having Mr. Gomez. Okay.
You, you, you,
Okay.
you gotta. Oh, we'll do it from sitting down first.
Oh, okay.
Brazos. We're gonna do calaca, calaca,
Calaca,
calaca,
calaca.
laca, 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 laca. Now, stand up and move as you say the words. Calaca, calaca, laca, 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 calaca, 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 calaca. And drop to the floor.
So tell us a little bit about this technique, and so this is a practice that you do for your different groups to prepare for Dia de los Muertos.
Yes, we have different exercises that we do for them. The calaca calaca is just to get them to realize that when they move their bodies,
Yeah.
when a bone moves, it's making a cricking sound, and that sound is a ka la ka. So as they say it and they move, their bodies are following the sound of the gesture. So
I
right now
like
the
that.
cuadro that we have, we're doing a cuadro introducing the arrival of a family going to the cemetery, crying and mourning the loss of a loved one, and then they break off into a little number. So
Shall we try it? Yeah, yeah. Uh, ho-
stand up. Ah, solo venimos a dormir. Solo venimos a soñar. Como calaveras. Como calaveras, you guys. We just come to dream. We just come to sleep. It's not true. It's not true. That we came to live on this earth. Día 2 de noviembre. Día de los fieles difuntos. Sin la sentencia en el portal. Vivos y muertos juntos. Me llaman la calaca. La pelona. Y la flaca. En un volado me juegan. Y en papel de China me graban. Oh, gran autor. Por solo un breve instante. Existimos a tu lado. Viene la muerte cantando. Move your bodies. Entre la nopalera. ¿En qué quedamos, pelona? ¿Me llevas? ¿O no me llevas? No le temo a la muerte. Más le temo a la vida. Calaca, 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 calaca. And boom.
yes, classy guys, good job.
Well, the kids play this little number, and then they break off into dancing, some folklorico dancing, that just goes into their skill, where they naturally already know the dances, and they
Yeah.
get into the dancing, and then they have a second dance number that they go out there. It's called el caballo. ¿Cómo? El caballo qué? Dorado, and
Oh,
they go out there and get the audience and pull the audience because, as we say, los muertos quieren bailar con los vivos. The dead
yes.
want to dance with the living, and so the kids get involved and engaged in what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Oye, ¿ya llegó una muerta? ¿Ya llegó una
Oh.
calaca? Y son, ¡ah! ¡Es Lupe! ¡La
Ay,
flaca!
la placa.
Y su mami que está ahí atrás.
Okay, now we're going to open it up to the students if they want to ask Mr. Gomez any question, or if you want to say anything about the En La Catch or anything. I'm gonna put the mic to you. Who wants to go first? Here you go. Just go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Yi, for do all of this, and thank you for learning this for all of us. And thank you, thank you, and you're here.
Yeah.
Calaca, calaca, calaca.
Okay. No, no, no. Okay, well then, one or two left people. Anybody interested? Just say. There you go. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. G, for everything you do for us. And I have learned a lot throughout the 4 years I've been with Mr. G. Yeah.
Awesome. Applause, you guys. And so someone asked him something about Dia de los Muertos. Go for it. Just ask him any question about Dia de los Muertos. Anything you're interested
Oh,
in.
can I ask a question too
Of
about Dia de los
course.
Muertos?
Of course.
Why do you enjoy doing stuff for Dia de los Muertos?
Well, it's a very personal reason. Uh, my mother passed away when I was 7 years old, and I lost her. And over the years, I never knew how to really celebrate her or remember her. It wasn't until I started doing Dia de los Muertos, and I was a lot older, not seven anymore. I was already graduated from the university, and I learned about Dia de los Muertos, and I saw it as a beautiful opportunity for me to put my mother's picture on the altar, and for me to see her every year. And every year that I put my altar, my mom is there with me. And so I never knew that I lost my mom until I started doing Dia de los Muertos, and I had a chance to connect with her. So for me to share it with other people, I know that there's a lot of other people like myself that probably will say, I love my mom, or I love my brother, or I love my sister, or I love my wife or my husband, and when I celebrate Dia de los Muertos, I can put their pictures and I can put something that they did in life. My mom was very religious, and so there's some religious artifacts on the altar that I put with her picture on there, and she's around all my brothers, embracing them. And so the reason I celebrate it is for that reason, and the reason I share it with people is because when we've gone around the community, a lot of people said, "Gracias, I can." I didn't know that I can put a picture of my perrito on the altar. Like Mrs. G can put the picture of Valentina, and she has Valentina on the altar. And Valentina, is very what to Mrs. G? She was very special, and she passed away. So when we make our altars and we put the offerings of things that our loved ones love, that's how we can connect with each other. And so Dia de los Muertos does this for all of us. But you know that Dia de los Muertos is one of the oldest Mexican celebrations, and actually one of the most oldest indigenous celebrations in Las Americas, because everybody in the world, no matter who you are, we all lose someone. And when we lose someone, we sometimes cry, we sometimes laugh, remember that person's. It's like my compadre, and my compadre was he was always with me, and when they asked me to say something about him, I said, my compadre estaba cantando con la muerte cuando le llegó y se lo llevó en la frente. And so, I can see my compadre. He would have not been sad. He would have been happy. So, for us, it gives us that time to say, I love somebody, and that's the reason. That answer?
Yes, yes. So whoever has the mic has the word.
Who else wants to ask a
Go ahead
question?
and share it with somebody.
Lupe, you
And
want to
this
ask
is
this?
for fun. No, this isn't gonna go on. This isn't gonna go online if you don't want it. We're practicing right here. Go for it.
Go, Bethany. Or who's that? Really? Give it to Bethany. Ah, come on, Bethany.
She
Ah,
wants to say something.
yeah, Bethany. Because what's going to happen in a couple of months, Bethany? You got to tell me.
I might be.
Oh, you might stay. Oh,
Oh,
all right.
hey.
No, for
That's
me,
good news.
good news.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry,
You
Mr.
get the
G, for
mic
your
close.
loss.
Get the mic close so they can hear you.
Sorry, Mr. G, for your loss. And I felt like all of us would like to dance your traditions and all the tradi- tradition dances that you do.
Oh, well, it's our joy, and as you know, our doors are always open to everyone to come and learn whatever we can share with you, and make you be part of it. And so I know that the dances that we've been doing so far have been really fun, and I see everybody really having fun, especially when we did the caballo with the public, and oh, the everybody got into it, and surprisingly, believe it or not, not only the older people got in, started dancing, but there was a lot of young people that our last show, and they jumped in and started dancing along with you guys without you even asking them, which is beautiful. Okay, yes, Lupe.
Are we gonna learn more regions?
Huh?
Are we gonna learn more regions? Are we gonna learn more regions?
Are we going to learn more regions? Ask Yari. Did we started learning a new region with La Maestra Angelica? What? With Angie? With Tamaulipas. So I'm hoping that we will get more people to come and teach, and like Chata's Tio when he was here. Maybe this next time around that he comes and visit us, maybe we'll ask him and see if he's got some other new dances that we can learn. For me, I don't go out to other places to go learn new dances or to find other maestros. But when I get a chance to bring in a maestro, you know that I bring him into the center so they can share the knowledge, because Mr. Gomez's head is only so big, and so much fits in it. But with all that we can do is bring in the people that can help us learn more. Yeah.
Good question. Good.
Thank you. Jaden. All right. Come on, Jaden. All right, Jaden.
Pues thank you, Mr. G, for um for like um also for helping us learn and learning like new songs.
Of course, definitely, Mijo. It's our pleasure. So, also his mom is here. So Mrs. Carolina is back there. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm really proud of Jaden because of all the things that he's accomplished. Since he joined our center, he was always singing. Even though when I asked him to sing, he got shy, and but I knew that I could always count on him to be one of my singers. And in Mariachi Girl, when he stepped up to sing that one song, oh, that was beautiful, and he stole the show. Definitely. All right. Yes, April. Yes. You can ask a question, ándale.
Why did you start? Why did you start teaching folklorico and mariachi?
Well, the center started in '73 when I came to Oxnard as a teacher. and we started Teatro en la Quech, and I used to write plays, and we staged plays. But then I needed actors and dancers and singers and musicians, so I had to do something, and one of our goals was to open up a center. And in 95, I opened up the center, started to teach folklorico dance and singing. And initially, we started with nothing but puras guitarras. We had a rondalla. A rondalla is like 12 guitarists that were playing, and another good friend of mine, a maestro, his name is Vince Parron. He played the guitar, and so we created this rondalla. And then from there, as we progressed, when we moved to the old Oxnard High School, we started the mariachi program over there, and that was because the Rivera family started coming over to our center, and they were introducing the idea, and so we went from a rondalla to a mariachi to learning all these instruments, and that was a beautiful thing that we were able to put together, you know. So, but that's how we started the mariachi, and it was to train people, and I would say in the last 30 years, I've seen a tremendous change in a lot of you when a lot of you started. Mariachi Aguilas, most of them were part of my center. You know, most of the musicians, even Carlos was one of my dancers. He married one of my dancers, which was his neighbor, Stephanie, and you know, and so they continued in the arts, you know, and so I'm really proud seeing them grow up as mature adults and responsible, and that's what I see from a lot of you. I know that your time will be up to maybe when you get to college and you're going to go off, and maybe when you might come back to the center like Angie has, you know. So but if not, you go off in your own world, and hopefully I'll see you teaching mariachi or folkloric or somewhere else, because the beauty of our center is that all of you are both a mariachi student and a dancer, and that to me is really powerful, because if you look at any other mariachi groups in the area, they're only mariachi students. They're not folklorico dancers. They don't dance the dances, or they can't do the things, the creative stuff that you guys have done. When we started playing the harp in our center, because of Big X came over and helped us out, we were telling all the other mariachi groups, why don't you have a harp in your group? Or an accordion, you know? And now Mariachi Aguilas has a harpist. And Saul was one of our students from the center who played the guitar. He wasn't really good at the beginning when he started, but he got really good and better, and then his primo joined us, and so we know that with time everybody changed and grew up and became more mature artists.
Was I noticed that more folks, more of the parents showed
yeah?
up,
Oh.
and so
Oh.
maybe you might want to mention them, but aunque no estén en la cámara, les vamos a pasar el micrófono para que mencionen unas pocas palabras de qué tan importante es el Enlaquech Centro, el centro de Enlaquech
Okay.
para ellos.
Well,
¿Cómo la ven? ¿Nomás con el puro micrófono? Sí, unos pocos, a ver si pueden unos pocos. Pero primero platique al público un poquito sobre los padres que vienen en la Quech y qué importantes son para el centro.
Bueno, el centro es familia. El centro, cuando llegan los niños, no nomás llegan los niños, llegan los padres.
Sí.
Y lo que hemos tratado de hacer es cómo involucrar a los padres en los trabajos que hacemos. Gracias a Dios, con Día de los Muertos y otros eventos que hacemos entre el año, los padres han encontrado un trabajo que ellos pueden hacer.
Siempre ayudan en una forma. Tienen tantos talentos y en todos sus talentos se hacen las producciones.
Las cosas. Pues tengo un padre que está ahí atrás, Carlos. Gracias, Carlos.
Órale, Carlos, vamos a darle un aplauso para Carlos.
Es un DJ, pero también él tiene un buen conocimiento de sonido y
Ya.
Y a vez en cuando, antes yo siempre estaba haciendo el sonido, hablando y
Ujú.
dirigiendo a los niños y tratando de tocar la música y buscar el sonido si lo agarraba en el mismo nivel. So, con él ya tengo la confianza. Oh, ok, él lo va a acomodar. Hombre,
Y
pues,
por unos pocos años también.
no, sí, sí,
Sí, sí,
claro.
y le damos las gracias por todo, y su esposa
No,
también.
pues sí, claro, su
Sí,
esposa
sí.
y sus tres hijas que están con nosotros.
Ah,
Ya,
ya, ya.
Nitsi, 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 allá está una, and that's the oldest one,
Ok.
Nitsi, and,
Otra maestra.
ella es, ahora todos mis estudiantes son maestros. Les
Ujú.
voy a decir que ellos son ya también maestros porque
De
enseñan en
todas las
Island
edades.
Acres. Van a
Yes.
Island Acres y
Yes.
allí dan clases
Saludos
ellos.
a toda la raza
You know,
ya.
y es el honor y gracias a los padres porque me
Ajá.
apoyan que los niños estén con nosotros, me los prestan en ese sentido y aparte tenemos ahí la mamá de Lupita, Sadie, que está,
Hola, Sadie. Gracias
sí,
por
sí.
venir.
Ella tiene un talento muy bonito.
Ujú. Mm.
Me ha preparado una carne que alguien me dio y hicimos
Oh,
carne con huevo y
nice.
chile.
Wow,
So,
delicioso, delicioso.
buenas cocineras todos los padres,
Ajá,
pero
ajá.
aparte de eso, ella tiene un gran talento en haciendo moños para las niñas
Oh, sí.
de baile o
Ujú,
del mariachi.
ujú.
Aparte tenemos a la esposa de Carlos,
Ajá.
Elsa,
Elsa,
gracias
gracias, Elsa.
que you know, si yo estoy ocupado, ellos le toman el cargo de la limpieza del centro o qué es lo que necesita que hagamos, maestro, y todos toman un trabajo o se ayudan
Ujú.
y gracias a todos ellos que están ahí atrás.
Pues yo les voy a pasar el micrófono acá, con permiso, para que digan unas pocas palabras sobre Mr. Gómez y el centro en la Ketch. Ok, aquí les paso el micrófono, no están en cámara, pero nomás digan unas dos, tres cositas de que les gusta de la Ketch para enseñar apoyo a Mr. Gómez y
Está
también
tu
pues
madre
para que
también,
sepa la
¿verdad?
comunidad
Tu
qué
abuelita,
importante
¿verdad?
es. Empezamos con el DJ porque yo sé sí que habla más el DJ que todos. Aquí le va a Mr. José.
¿Qué tal? Buenas noches, pues mi nombre es Carlos y pues también soy padre de familia de 3 niñas que están en el centro en la Quech del maestro Javier Gómez y pues la importancia del centro es de que lo más importante es que es gratis, ¿verdad? Que es lo más importante, pero pues yo pienso de que, ok, yo pienso de que es importante inculcarle todas las culturas, la cultura a los niños para que no se vaya perdiendo todo eso. Y pues también aparte que los niños estén involucrados pues, en algo más, porque hoy en día, en estos tiempos, pues son muy difíciles, tanto con la tecnología, las drogas, todo eso, ¿verdad? Y eso es lo que el maestro Javier Gómez pienso que es lo que él hace. Tiene este centro para poder mantener a los niños que quieran, para poderlos mantener alejados de todo eso, ¿verdad?
Gracias. Gracias, Paz. Ahora, Sadie, ándale, ahí está la mamá. De
Hola,
Lupita.
buenas noches. Mi nombre es Sadie, soy mamá de una niña del centro en La Quech. Pues primero agradecerle mucho al maestro por el tiempo que nos regala y estamos muy contentas en el centro porque mi hija ha aprendido mucho de nuestra cultura, cosas que nosotros nunca le pudimos enseñar y ella está aprendiendo mucho sobre todo lo que es nuestra cultura. Y pues estamos muy a gusto, muy contentos y pues vamos a seguir hasta que Dios nos permita estar ahí. Gracias.
¿No? Gracias. Elsa, ándale. Carolina. Caro, ándale. Ok. Perla, ándale, Perla.
Hola, buenas noches. Mi nombre es Perla. Mi nombre es Perla. Tengo 3 niños en el centro. Una tiene muy poco tiempo, pero en su transcurso ha tenido muchos cambios porque es una niña que tiene apenas 15 años, que no hablaba con nadie, de cuarto no salía, está aprendiendo cosas nuevas que no es fácil, todavía meterla como muy adentro en el centro, pero yo he visto como madre e hija muchos cambios en ella. Kenji es el más pequeño. Su seguridad que tiene para contestar preguntas, yo no se la di. Se la han dado todos en el centro porque crece al lado de personas con mucha seguridad. El maestro les ha enseñado mucho. El maestro es el maestro de todos los niños. Están aprendiendo nuestra cultura. El Día de los Muertos, vienen las posadas. Todos los padres tuvimos posadas en nuestras infancias. Aquí no hay. Con el maestro las aprenden, las viven y saben de lo que es una posada, una Navidad en familia y sobre todo la unión familiar que el maestro les enseña siempre.
Gracias. Sí, ¿Elsa?
No, pues les damos las gracias a los padres. Yo sé que
Sí.
llegan del trabajo cansadas y todavía van y los traen los estudiantes a las clases.
Oh, se me olvidó que ahí tengo una abuelita que está escondida.
La primera que llegó.
La primera que llegó.
¿Cómo la podemos mencionar?
Sí. Ethan, ¿cómo se llama tu abuelita? ¿No sabes? Nomás abuelita. Francisca.
Un saludo a Francisca por venir. Gracias, doña
gracias.
Francisca. Everybody give her applause.
Un aplauso, pero les quiero decir que Francisca ahorita está trayendo sus nietos, a nieto y nieta, al centro, pero más importante era que en muchos años atrás, yo no sé cuántos años atrás, su hija era la madre de los niños que están viniendo ahorita. Bailaba conmigo, Ana, que bailaba y me da mucho orgullo que su hija,
Las generaciones.
la generación de ese tiempo,
Sí.
vio que quería que sus hijos también participaran y Yamilet y Ethan vienen con el orgullo y el mismo entusiasmo que su mamá.
Qué bueno.
So,
qué
gracias
bueno.
a la abuelita por traer los niños al centro.
Muy bien, muy bien. Okay, you guys, you have been really, really patient, and thank you so much for being a part of all this. Pretty much the podcast show is over. Is there anything else we should add to it that you could think of?
What? What do you want to say?
You had another question? Okay, here you go. So we're giving the microphone over. I think okay. So now you got the flow of what the podcast is like. How we try to make a conversation, and so people are listening and engaging. So if you want to say anything, you can just for fun say whatever you want, and then we're pretty much going to be done. So make it your last chance for today. But thank you for practicing, and I know you're ready.
Mr. G, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Did you write the play for Dia de los Muertos?
Yes.
You did.
Yes.
Oh.
Despierten, calaveras. Día de los Muertos ha llegado. Yes.
I want to say thank you, Mr. G, for supporting me and like helping me learn the vihuela. And
My pleasure,
helping me
mija.
learn folklorico.
But let me see the crazy Lupe giving an announcement because you're good. She's got. Come on, Lupe, give us. It says, ahora les presento a Itzy cantando su favorita canción, like you did the other day. At Toppers, like you did at Toppers, mija. Ándale.
What do I say?
You made it up. Mis queridos, mi querida gente.
Ahora les presento a Itzayana
Cantando.
cantando Gemma.
All right. All right. Go ahead, Ethan. Dale.
How old were you when you started doing the Dia de los those traditions.
How old was I, you guys? 21. Oh, it was 21. I look like 10. Thank you, Kenji. I'm 21. My- huh? All right. Yeah, I'm a newborn, yes.
Kenji, go for it.
Go ahead.
Go
Go
grab
ahead.
the mic.
Go ahead, Bethany.
Oh, how old were you when you started doing music?
How old was I? 21. I was a newborn. But yeah, that one is true, Mija. I was 21. Yes, Kenji.
Um, how you learn like songs?
How do you learn like songs?
No, you.
Oh, I practice and practice and practice and practice.
Practice at your
Yes,
house
yes. And I watch some of my
because
friends who played music. I'm like Don Chava. There was a maestro that we had in Paz Descanse. Yeah, he taught himself how to play the music. He played really beautiful, and he said nobody wanted to teach him. And so when I was growing up, nobody wanted to teach me, and so I learned. And but one of the things that I did learn is how to learn, how to study an instrument, and how to teach it. And so when I teach you guys, I teach you how to empower yourself to learn and do the things that you can do by learning how to read the music, learning how to play the sounds, and then let you go for it by practicing because music is a maña exercise, meaning that it's physical and your body has to learn it. So a lot of times when I tell you guys when we're dancing that our body has to learn how to dance, it's not our minds, but our body has to learn. This is the part that has to learn. And so we learn slow to learn what? Okay.
because 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 me and 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 April we 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 dance together.
You dance together? All right. That's good. April, is that true? April, is that true? You dance together? Oh, yeah. Oh, in the shows, yeah, they dance together.
No, in the house.
Oh, in the house.
Who's in the play? They're all in the play?
They're all in the dance play, yeah.
I haven't asked questions about the play.
Oh, no, as far as mariachi girl or what you? Any the people that are in the play? Who stay Yaretsi? So tell them about a little bit about the play.
Microphone, please.
Microphone, pass it to. Tell them what your role is and what you do in the play.
Me and my sisters and three other boys are dancing from the play Mariachi Girl with Eileen the star.
Hmm.
And
Oh
yes,
yeah.
we love the play. I like seeing how Eileen has evolved with her voice.
Hmm. Oh
And
yeah. Oh
yeah.
definitely. What about pass the mic over to Akira? Akira, what's your role in the play?
Um, sorry, my cough is really bad, but I am in the crew, so I'm in the backstage, and we are moving like stuff around, and we also before any of the actual plays, we brainstormed, set design and kind of blocking for everything. Um, the weeks upcoming to the final rehearsals, and the final rehearsals we actually move stuff for real, and then the first show, I feel like everything. There was a few mishaps, but everything went I think pretty smoothly, um, in my opinion. And yeah, definitely, I agree with Yare, with Eileen's voice. It's really improved and evolved over the years. Because when I came to the center, I think she was how old was she? That was 2018. How
Yeah.
old was she?
She started when she was 5.
So I think she was like 8-ish
Mm-hmm.
when I first came. So
Yeah. Beautiful. Oh, why don't we pass the mic over to Nitsi? She's one of our elders in the center, and but also she's one of our skilled uh, young ladies that serves as a role model for the other students. Nitsi,
Yes. Um,
so tell us what role did you play in the mariachi girl? And when is mariachi girl over, or when do we have it?
No, the next show is this Thursday at Buena High School. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And I really liked it. It makes me like feel really proud of Eileen because I remember she was like, I didn't meet her when she was really tiny, but I remember she was like in fourth grade and she was a whole different person back then. But I'm really proud of her. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So, well, you guys, you make a difference, and like I always tell you, your role in our center and when we go out into our community is very important because you really are role models to a lot of other young people that are out there watching our performance, because a lot of times in our performances when people see us, some of those kids that are out there, they're like some of the little ones that are here, our newer ones, they started that way. They saw us performing, and they wanted to play an instrument, sing a song, or dance. They wanted to be on stage, and just like Eileen, when she came to our center, she was this little girl that came in with her little accordion and a baby accordion and her little guitar and she has really blossomed. And to me that's the dream that Cesar had, that somehow we can empower you guys to dream the impossible dream and then realize your full potential as capable people to play music or sing a song or dance or and what that translates in is later on in life when you start working in a job, you're gonna use those practice skills that you use in order to be more successful in the other things that you're gonna do. And so you're gonna have a wider view of opportunities that you can create for yourself. And so I see that in all of you. Every one of you is just really blossoming. And again, the only things that I can give is to our parents is thank you for allowing me to work with you and for you guys to break bread with me when we can. And when we break bread, we can make a better world for all of us. Okay?
That's wonderful, Mr. G. And with that, we should be closing it up. But
Hmm.
sometimes a song is like a good prayer. Should we end it with a Cesar Chavez song, De Colores?
De colores, or si se puede? De colores,
All
okay.
right.
Ready? Come on over here.
No, they can go right there.
Right
We'll
there?
take them the
Okay.
microphone.
All right.
Yeah, go
Okay.
for it.
All
Set
right.
it off.
Ready? Ready, guys? De colores, colores se visten los campos en la primavera. De colores en los pajarillos que vienen de afuera. De colores es el arco iris que vemos lucir. Y por eso los grandes amores de muchos colores me gustan a mí. Y por eso los grandes amores de muchos colores me gustan a mí. Canta el gallo con el kiri, kiri. La la gallina con el cara. Buñuelos, los buñuelos con el pi. Y por eso los grandes amores de muchos colores me gustan a mí. Y por eso los grandes amores de muchos colores me gustan a mí. Tan, tara, tara, tan.
Thank you, everybody. Chapulín Colorado.
Cuento se ha acabado.
All right.